What's going on, shipmates? We are back at it in Echo. Another week, another update. We got a new UR unit here to look at today, so that's what we're going to be doing. But other than that, there's not going to be too much going on this week on this update. I waited a day or two just to see if there was anything event-wise, anything else was going to pop up. Sometimes in the middle of the week, they do pop up maybe a Neolith Legend event or something like that, but all they got is the weapon R&D, so it's not too much going on, and it seems like it's only here for another like 2 days, and then that's pretty much done with. So this one, but new UR unit, and of course they have the featured event to go with that, so it's going to be kind of a short video, trying to get back on it for you guys. I know I was gone for about a week, so I'm trying to get back onto it. So let's start the video. So K-Star is going to be this week's Glory Star Progress. This is the good one. You got 20 S-Elementums that you're getting, so that's going to be 20 free draws by getting to the 230 progress point. And then you see here on the bottom, the event tasks, those haven't changed. Those are always going to be kind of the same. They change it like a little bit depending on the type of draw. Sometimes it's Neolith, sometimes it's vibration arms, just depending on what reward they're giving out for that particular event. Now this one is interesting. You do get one of these, right? So this is going to be, let's see what it showed me. Oh, right here. So star 9. So that means going through this whole thing 9 times, and then you'll get to the UR advanced draw selection chest. Now these units here are kind of like what I would like to call the first wave of URs. I mean, we're probably in our 4th or 5th wave by now. Yeah, we're just starting to kind of go through the East Rise wave. We just kind of finished that one. Now we're gonna get into Bifrost. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But kind of like that. But I mean, if you're able to get that far and you keep going, I mean, you can get some pretty good. I mean, look at that. That's 4. But like I said, that's a lot of summons. That's a lot of Glory Star progress. But it can be possible if you're saving up. I mean, maybe I could get there, but remember this, you get only a max per day. So as you can see here, once you get that 240, once you hit that 400 draws, that's it. Then you stop getting progress, and then you wait till the next day for all these numbers to reset and do it again. So that's a little something to think about, to look at. We still have this one here, Tide Drift, still going on for 3 more days. The full 3 stories are open, so get them now, get your free Morphite. And of course, it'll be open a couple days after to get to use up all the currency you gathered for that event. So, Bound to Deliver. This is going to be the new UR's featured event. As you can see here, we'll go to here. So this is Natalia. Real quick, she is Bifrost tank. Growing Wound. I'm getting a little side note. I'm getting a little worried that I might not see an East Rise tank, and I might have to get a non-faction tank, which would be a little sad since I've already got my 6 East Rise team going. But anyway, so her feature event here, Bound to Deliver, here for 10 days. No mini game, same cut and paste event as usual. We have the barracks pack, which is the little things you can buy. You get 1 free gift from that per day. You have the daily tasks here have been the same, the achievements by breaking through, and if you get the unit, then you get more rewards for that, and then start breaking through her as well. The store, oh, not the story, the store, the little market here has just the same, nothing here changed, all the same items you can always get. Day here duty bound, this is for another section of rewards for getting the unit, and every time you start breakthrough her, you get more. Then you can get here to the right, the super value deals. If you pay, you get some extra bonus stuff there. Arctic Ambush, you have Christy here. She is going to be the boss for this event. So as you can see to the left here, as you challenge, as you get and do damage, you get rewards there on the bottom of those damage points. And then of course secret mission is the story mode. It's going to be the expedition type, which is personally my favorite. The first two section chapters are open. You can see here you get about 300 more fight from completing for completing each chapter. And then every time you hit one of these movie kind of screen parts, you get another 45 from each one. So that's 90. So the total of 390 per chapter. So almost 1,500 when you put it all together. Almost. So, and then of course tomorrow, which will be Thursday, I'm recording this on Wednesday. So by the time you guys see it, by the time I get it up and posted, it should be, the third chapter should be available. So Thursday it'll hop open. So that's it. Nothing new there. Patrol wise, we got nothing new going on. Side note, I'm at 26.5. Quite a bit of jump I've done here recently. I'd say about a good 2.5 million combat power I've gotten, and it's really just been me getting dupes of a Hun here that's featured on my main screen here, in the secretary positions. That yeah, I think I've star broken her 4 times. Yeah, look at that, 4 times. She's at 5.3 million. Insane. Everybody else, if you can see, is only at 1, and then of course I got Rosabelle at 2, which isn't far off. She's about 800,000, but still, that's insane. But if you just take a look at their base stats, so she's at 14 million, yeah, 14 million HP. She's doing about 601,000 attack. And then let's take a look at a Hun. See that 14 million. About the same, a little bit more, 678. That's almost 100,000 more, about 78, 80,000. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit there in attack. Both DPS units, so very interesting. Now, I will say the big difference is she's got the 4th link here for Rosabelle, which gives her the attack increase, where I do not have it with a Hun. She is down 1 link, so hopefully soon I will get that last link, and I only need 1 more link to get a full 24 links. So that'll be very interesting. Once we get that, we can check that out and see if that really is an impact, and if you really do need to concentrate on that. All right, we'll talk about that later. So to the draws, nothing else going on in all the other banners. We have UR Elixia. She is back. She is your Eastrise DPS. I did not get her, but will put the review of her in the description if you want to take a look. And of course, you are Serene. She was here last week. She's another Eastrise DPS. We've had a lot of Eastrise DPSs coming in. No tanks, Echo. What are we doing? Maybe you're saving it. I hope so. But next on the list, we got UR Natalia. A little bit of interesting. She kind of has the whole Lost in the Woods thing going on with the rifle, I guess. But she's a tank, growing wound. All right, so let's check her out. Let's see exactly what her skills are. She is from Bifrost. Let's check it out a little bit there on the Bifrost troops. Okay, so skill 1, signals attack with gunfire, dealing physical damage equal to 81% attack to all front row enemies and restoring 25 potential. Not bad. Front row, so you're getting the front 3, so like a little bit of AoE there. So she also gains a shield equal to 15% max HP. All right, so there's a little bit of the tank skills going on there. Shields are always great. Next one. Command boosts her team's morale, prompting them to charge the enemy and deal physical damage equal to 186% attack to front row enemies while restoring 50 potential. All right, so another AoE hit. She absorbs 15% of the front row enemies' max HP. Interesting. And converts it into a shield for herself. Capped at 300% of her attack. Interesting. Okay, so some more shield going on, but for herself. Not bad though, if it actually being absorbed from the enemy, all the front row enemies. So her attack 612, interesting. Oh, sorry. And then we're gonna look at the ultimate here. Commands great power. Her Suicide Squad obeys her charge command without hesitation. dealing physical damage equal to 200% attack to all enemies. All right, so full AoE going on here. She applies Fearless to 2 random allies for 3 rounds. What is Fearless? Increases final reduction by 15%. Self HP will not fall below 15% and transfers the excess damage to Natalia up to 50 times. This effect ends if Natalia is defeated. 50 times. So I'm assuming this is going to be for every hit. It's going to be transferred to her. So if that one unit is getting hit more than once, up to 50 times for 3 rounds. Interesting. I do like the point that its self HP will not fall below 15%. Huh. Interesting. Not bad. That's not bad for a tank. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on here. All right. Stands firm as an example. At the start of the battle, Natalia and 2 random allies gain loyalty for the entire battle. What is loyalty? Loyalty increases defense, crit, resistance, and damage reduction by 10%. When attacked, these bonuses increase by additional 10%, stacking up to 5 times. Wow. So pretty much that's going to be the buff. Those are going to be the buffs, the defensive buffs as a tank. Okay, I get it. Okay, cool. When Natalia takes damage equal to 30% of her max HP, she and the one enemy with the highest attack enter dead end for 2 rounds. Natalia also gains a shield equal to 20% max HP, so more shield for her. All right. What is dead end? Shares 20% of damage taken with enemies carrying dead end. 20% of healing and shield effect received by the enemy units with dead end are transferred to Natalia. Wow. Triggers up to 3 times per round. Okay, so she picks up one enemy, the enemy with the highest attack. Both of them go into dead end. Now this... Okay, so they both have these effects getting done to each other. Shares 20% of damage taken with enemies carrying dead end. So it's just both of them, yeah. But 20% of healing and shield effects received by enemy units with dead end are transferred to Natalia. So if it's either, it can't get transferred to them, it just gets transferred to her. So there's no back and forth. But they do share damage though, but she is getting 20% of anything they have. Or I'm sorry, not 20%. Yeah, no, 20% of healing and shield effects. Any type that unit does that has the dead end effect gets transferred to her. And then she gets a shield on top of that, 20%. So she's just stacking and stacking shields, just growing the shield on her. And then that's going to be what the growing wound is there. Sharing the damage. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Not bad. It's a little different type of tank. It's still giving shield, not as much as some other tanks in the game, but definitely a lot of shield on herself. So take that into consideration. If you need a tank to really uphold itself, put it in the front line, let it take some damage, she will do it for sure. So attributes to focus on, definitely attack HP, as you would with really any tank. Just because, and I say attack and not to really focus too much on the HP or maybe even the healing and shield increase effects, but that the attack is what limits her shielding. So so this is 15%. Where did I see this? Oh, right here. Capped at 300% of her attack. So the higher her attack, the more HP she can and shielding she can have for herself. So that's gonna be the review on Natalia. Quick, simple, not too crazy. A tank that we haven't seen in a little while. We have a lot of DPS units and support units, so this is a good tank to come in here for 10 days if you want to try it out. Starpath Dawn is still here, shipmates. I want to say this might be a permanent. No, don't quote me on that. But as of right now, do not see an end to it. Now, I have not tried. It's still the same pity as the regular banners here. The only difference is you could pick one of these three to be your designated. All right. If you don't have any of them, like I don't have Vitka, but Vika, I don't. She doesn't fit into my team right now. She might. She might. I might need to. Hold on. Oh, because I have the. Okay. Anyway, but she might. She's a. Oh, she's a DPS. I thought she was a tank. Never mind. So, Lorraine and Rosabelle are both in my squad, so those will be the ones I would go after. Right now, Rosabelle's at a 2-star breakthrough, so I'll probably just chase after her and skill her up. But other than that, nobody else really. These are both East Rise DPSs. What is this? This is 15. We'll try it. Okay, nothing here. I can do a 10 draw? That's wrong. That's super wrong. Because these are different. I explained a video on that. Is this going to be? No, it has its own. It has its own thing. All right, cool. So that's going to be about it, shipmates. Not too much going on. I'm going to try to cover. I do have a new game that I started playing. I believe it's called Valkyrie. I have to double check. It's a little bit of a idle more game. It's not too bad. Interesting. I'll give my Admiral's board review on it here. Hopefully put it out in the next couple of days, day or two. But other than that, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I do enjoy the comments. I do read them. I know it takes a couple of days for me or some time to answer them back, but I do try to answer them back as soon as I can. But other than that, thanks for interacting with me, shipmates. You guys have a good one. Fair winds and following seas.